You have failed me for the last time, General Cody. You and your small spies are incapable of putting down a tiny group of defective clones, and you let them capture Camino and begin expanding their traitorous army? Sir, I do apologize, but Rico is a tougher adversary than you would imagine. I do not need your excuses. I want results. Yes, sir. Right on it. No. Your time has passed. Go get Zen Collab, and bring him to me. Cody told Zen that Darth Sidious wanted a word, and Zen appeared before the Sith Lord. Zen, my spies tell me that the rebels are sending soldiers to aid Rico in this ongoing battle of Kashyyyk. However, they are making a pit stop on Alderaan to refuel. This is where I want you to strike at them. Go now and fulfill your duty. Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and today I am back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Rico's Brigade. This is episode 22, and today the new Sith assassin that Darth Sidious has sent out, Zen over here, is attacking, and he is attacking with some elite scout troopers. They are on the planet of Alderaan. They've landed with their ships, and they are going to intercept the rebels, who are stopping here briefly just to refuel, regather, resupply, that sort of a thing. And basically, the Empire is coming in, trying to crush these guys so they cannot send their army to Kashyyyk to aid Rico, who, his campaign's going pretty well in Kashyyyk currently. However, you know, more troops would ensure victory, so it's important that the Empire tries to stop these guys in their tracks, or at least weakens them somewhat. So the Empire is going to be attacking from two fronts, over here, and over this way. And so yeah, they're trying to split up the rebel forces. The rebels have set up defenses as they saw them coming. They've got some troops who are on free move mode, so they can basically run to wherever cover they want. And then they've also got stagnant troops on the barricades and stuff like that as well. So really a dynamic defense from the rebels over here, and I'm excited to see how this goes. So let's go ahead and press start, and let's see. Yep, the Empire is marching forward here. Scout troopers looking fresh to death. I love these skins for the scout troopers. They look so cool. The darkness. So I guess that's a trademark of the Zen the Assassin's troopers, is they're elite. They're very sort of good at what they do. They're scout troopers. They're pros. So Zen is definitely going to be something that Rico is going to have to deal with at some point, because he seems very, very powerful. Alright, and here we go. The first action has started. And we can see Zen's troopers over here are getting shot at by the rebels. They're returning some fire. They're trying to sort of spread out and get some cover behind these trees, stuff like that. Zen is just charging forward here, deflecting a few bullets, stuff like that. Zen, what are you doing? Zen, what are you doing? Come on, pal. Let's simmer down here. Why don't you get on the ground and stop moving? Zen, I don't want you dying right away, buddy. Zen is kind of dumb. Alright, that's just the AI. Alright, so Zen took cover finally, and the rest of his troopers are like, what the heck's our commander doing? Oh my god, we gotta save him. So now they're firing back at the rebels. Getting a few kills here and there, but overall the rebel defense is holding pretty steady right now. It is very early in the battle, though. They're going for a bit of a layer cake defense here. They've got the first ground layer down here, which is starting to get wiped out now. Then they've got the second layer up here. And then finally the third layer is the very top of the cake here, where their troopers are holding all or nothing kind of a deal. It's here or die kind of a thing. And all the layers are getting involved in the fighting, though, which is good to see. You know, you want everyone firing at once, except for the fact that you don't want the enemy making it to the top layer. If they advance that far, it is no bueno. These scout troopers over here seem to be doing a little bit better than Zen's men over this way. They're facing a little bit less resistance, and they're actually covering a bit more ground, getting closer to the rebel defenses. Zen's still alive, hiding behind this rock over here, deflecting a few bullets that come near him. Sorry, I keep saying bullets. What I mean to say is laser fire, but that's okay. Alright.
The amount of people who called me out last episode for saying General Cody versus Commander Cody was so unreal. The only reason I make that mistake is because General Cody HD is a YouTuber, and a dang good YouTuber by that means. He does some cool cinematics with War of Rights, and he does awesome line battles, things like that. So, I mean, I highly recommend checking him out. But I always get General Cody mixed up with Commander Cody just because I know that YouTuber personally, and we've played some games together. He's a great guy, but darn him for having such a similar name to Commander Cody. And I love how the comment section, like, I realized I made that mistake, and I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do about it now. It's uploaded. And every comment is, you said General Cody, not Commander Cody. I just think it's kind of funny. I usually like to highlight one of those comments just to acknowledge it, you know, but it's pretty funny. Oh, and I also said, this one was completely on me. I kept saying Camino instead of Kashyyyk for some reason. That's a weird one. I don't know why I said that. I guess they both start with K's and they're both Star Wars maps, so it makes some sense, you know, but not a whole lot for me to be going on about Camino when I mean Kashyyyk. That's okay. Either way, Zen's men are still advancing forward. These guys are getting awfully close to the rebel lines, which are beginning to fall. This is actually a pretty big battle for Rico's Brigade, even though Rico's Brigade is not involved in it one bit. And that's because if the rebels can hold out and can send supplies and men to Kashyyyk, it's almost a guarantee that Rico's Brigade can take Kashyyyk, because then they will have 2 armies compared to the Empire's just 1 army. Not to mention, Rico has already hurt Kashyyyk's defenses quite a bit, so this would truly ensure victory, you know. But if the Empire manages to take out these rebels, then Kashyyyk, it'll be a little bit more of a mixed bag, you know. We won't be as sure of who would win, that kind of a thing. So a lot is riding on this battle. Zen's still alive down here. He's in his forward operating position, making out call-outs to his men, telling them who to shoot, who to fight. He's basically acting as a scout right now. That's the story we're making up for the dumb AI. Either way, the rebels still have a lot of men. Their outer defense over here is starting to crumble, and they've got less troops over there, but their inner defense is still as strong as ever, and the Empire will have a tough time attacking. These guys are standing up and fighting for what they believe in, which is always admirable. Alright, yeah, these scout troopers are getting very, very far up now. They're starting to crest the hill, but they are getting gunned down as they do. So we'll see if this assault will be successful and fruitful. Lots of them are going down, and they're getting very little fire off when they do crest the hill. So they need to start actually getting up there, which they are, and now they just need to start shooting. They need to take out some of these rebels so they don't all die immediately as they crest the hill. Oh no, that grenade got tossed back in just such a bad place. Probably injured a few men over there. Let's see, how's this side going over here? These guys are also equally getting far forward, except for they're still meeting resistance on the outer bits of the defense here. Zen's chilling down there with his men. Oh man, these scout troopers are having a tough time. Having a really, really tough time at it. This is brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Oh yeah, lots of men are dead over here now. They were doing so well, and then they started cresting this hill, and they just they couldn't maintain that that advantage. I think these guys over here need to start picking up some of the slack and start charging forward a little bit harder. They're getting a few kills here and there, but not a ton. Rebels are holding out pretty well. I did get a lot of requests to just do a battle with the Rebels in Rico's Brigade, and I do admit, yeah, we haven't visited the Rebels in quite some time. Also, the huts. We really need to do another video with the huts in it. I just like to have it be Rico-centric, you know, because it is Rico's Brigade. It's all about, you know, a clone rebellion, that kind of a thing. But I do agree, you know, we do need to show some of the allies every once in a while, just to solidify that they're still part of the universe and they are still helping out, or not helping out in the Hut's case, but that's okay. The Zen's troopers seem to be cresting the hill over this side now. It might be a little too late, though, as these troopers over here are almost all dead. Oh, big grenade right there. That's going to wipe. Yeah, that was tough. That was a tough grenade. They need to start attacking at the same time so that the rebel troopers are split between the two sides. A few more rebels going down over here, but this is a steady block of troopers ready to fire in. We've got a few radio men up here up front telling these guys back here, hey, here's the enemy's locations. Be prepared to blaster fire once they crest that hill. And the scout troopers are crawling around this way, trying to get an angle, but they keep getting shot down before they can. There's still a lot of scout troopers, though. I'll give the Empire that. They still have a very good chance of victory here. Over here, I would say less of a chance. I mean, they're losing so many troopers. But over here, they've got a bunch of men still alive. They got some providing backup cover from way back here, and some up front. Zen is implementing a very good strategy. Staggering his men throughout the length of the battlefield ensures that they don't all die at once, you know, in the very front or anything like that. Huge grenade play right there from the scout troopers, killing 3 men in the process. Brilliant play right there. And with it, the scout troopers seem to be pushing forward a little bit more, trying to take some of the rebel cover, except they get shot down before they manage to. I'd say one well-placed grenade right here would do wonders for their attack, but right now they just can't seem to manage to get that grenade up there. By the way, guys, I will have another series starting tomorrow, Sunday, August 25th, so be there, 9 a.m., new series. A pretty requested series by a few people, so I do hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, well, these guys seem to have ceased assaulting this way a little bit. A few rebels bravely actually coming forward and peeping down the hill here, seeing if there are any more scout troopers left alive down there. And these scout troopers over here are starting to dwindle in numbers. Not great indeed. But they can definitely still win. I think they do have the numbers to pull off a victory here. It's just a matter of coming together and getting the right hits, the right grenades, that kind of a thing. Oh man, so many scout troopers have died on this little bump right here, trying to get to this section of cover, and little do they know that that's not really a good place to take cover. They just seem to be hanging out in this divot where they know they can't get shot from. Meanwhile, they've still got troopers way back here, firing away, trying to help out the men in the very front there. Though there's not that much they can do, honestly. This is a tough battle. Tough battle. Tons of scout troopers still chilling over here, though. Oh man, there's just so many rebels. It's brutal. They're just taking out all of their aggression on these scout troopers. I'm saying it's looking a little bit more like a rebel victory every time I see it. For sure could be a rebel victory here. Things have not been going well for the Empire as of late. Rico has been meeting a lot of resistance, but he's been able to just take care of it. Every time the Empire, you know, waves its hand, he's just been able to squash it down. So it's looking very good for Rico's brigade. But I have a feeling the Emperor has some things up his sleeve, you know? He's not really one to go out without a fight. Oh yeah, these troopers down here in this little divot are starting to get a few more rebel kills as the rebels get a little bit more cocky and start to move forward. That will play out for the Imperials' advantage. These free-moving troops are making bad mistakes for their clan. A whole bunch of scout troopers trying to move forward all at once there. Maybe trying to overpower the rebels. They did get a few kills, and they got a nice grenade off there. This guy's definitely going to die. Nice. And a few more troopers have been dislodged. They take a few shots to the face, but don't fall down. Perhaps they got domed in the helmet, and the helmet protected them. Oh my god, that guy throws a grenade at his friend and takes him out right there. Brutal. Let's see what's going on over on this side here. More scout troopers are dead over here. These guys seem to be a little bit more wary of attacking. They're not quite as willing to just charge up their hill like they were before when they had more troops. Alright, and it goes quiet for a little bit here. As I say that, one gunner just starts firing off. Alright, all quiet on the front. Never mind, more fire. Still a few troopers way back here, providing some cover fire for their troops up front. There's a lot more dead rebels now. Even a few just hanging back way back here. But these guys in cover up here are doing a swell job. They're really killing it. Literally killing it, because they're killing troopers. I'm so funny. Alright, this Imperial soldier here, sorry, Rebel soldier, bravely popping up, getting a few shots off. He's got a scope on that rifle, so he's the man for the job, trying to take some of those longer range Imperials out. Alright, should we try moving forward some of these Imperial troopers? Oh, there's a whole bunch over here. Alright, let's try repositioning here because they seem to be stalling out on their advances here. They're not really doing as much. So why don't we go ahead and try... Let's see. There's not really that many places we could attack. Let's send some troopers up that way and some troopers up this way. See if the scout troopers can make it up there and start firing. And they are getting some good fire out here. Looks like they might get a few kills on these rebels over here. No, don't bend down. Don't be suppressed. You got to keep on your, firing here. Oh, a big grenade right there. These guys didn't even notice it and they get taken out. The guys over here fared a little bit better. They're still alive, but these guys I rushed up over here did go down pretty heartily there. Only managed to take out about 2 rebels, I would say, before they bit the dust. Another rebel bravely coming forward here. Really coming forward. He's trying his best. He's getting a few shots on these stormtroopers, but he dies as he tries to crest the hill. Not the smartest move on his part, but that's okay, I guess. Oh yeah. These scout troopers need to make some plays. They need to invigorate their efforts here. It's just light fire here. Not a lot going on. I think at the 20-minute mark I will push the scout troopers forward just to get this battle back up and running. They've got 4 minutes before that happens to try and take out as many of these rebels as they can, or perhaps even dislodge them from their defensive positions, make some plays here. But on that 20-minute mark, I will be pushing these scout troopers forward. And they will be forced to fight a little bit more. Oh, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll push back these rebels' defenses. It's turning into quite a long battle here. The rebels are doing a great job. Really, when a defense is able to stall Zen abruptly called a retreat for his men, deciding that the battle was lost. Zen managed to get away with roughly 50 of his elite scout troopers, while the rebels took off from that point with half of their army still intact. The rebels managed to make it to Kashyyyk and resupplied Rico's war effort on the planet. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.